You run.
You need a... Let's do this!
So, what have we got this time? Blood Sigil. First time the equipped hero takes damage, draw a card and gain energy. We don't need to scroll over, we can see. +1 power. Sky Tower in that direction. Okay. Let's go see what the merchant's got first. Smoke Bomb, High Five. Ally and play attack for 1. Your soup, give a hero 6 power. Discard your hand, attack for 0. 6 times the number of cards discarded. Okay. Gain 10 block, a random card in your hand costs 0. That's pretty nice. Don't want to spend all my money on that. Sure, why not? That's 18 plus 6 is 24. That's not enough. Okay, well, if you will go to sleep. Maximize the space. Money. Money. Let's draft a card. Okay, 4 block, melee, costs 1 less energy when played from the front. Okay, block equal to the size of your draw pile. 9 block retreat. I like that one more. Let's go draft one more. Yeah. Okay, this guy's not too bad. Block on a random card costs 0. Let's do it. Oh, lunge costs 0. Okay. Can't do that one. That's fine. Spaces in opposite directions. Okay. I'm still tempted just to use that there in order to get to the thing. So, oh, come on. No. Stupid thing. I just found a golden fairy if I use an ink or a brush, something, something, something.
This thing rocks!
Okay. Pinata. And gold equal to the damage dealt to the golden fairy. Defeating it rewards a bonus 50. I guess this means it's going to disappear in 3 turns? Probably. Okay, well let's hit it for as much as we can then. Which is not much. Ooh, money. I can't believe all these are block. That is very annoying. Okay, well let's move her up to the front, I guess. 2 turns. Come on. 8 block and then attack 4 blocks. That's effectively on its own and it's an attack 8. Well, so I'm doing attack 10. I could do attack 12 basically, so yeah. Don't think we're going to defeat this though. Still, bunch of money. Attack for 6, attack for 10, attack for 12. Okay. 12, 10, 6. Not bad. 60 gold. That is a decent chunk of change. Oh, it's not going yet. Now it's going. So we've got 4 turns to kill it. Okay, so I could do this. It only works if it makes this the 0 cost card. I guess what I can do is I can attack it. Yeah, I'll attack it. And I'll do this and I'll hope it makes this as the 0 cost. Yes! Alright, so I'm going to hit it for 18 damage, which is still not going to kill it, but... lots of money though. Nice. Now it's off. Okay. Alright, well that's the most money I've had ever, I think, in this game. So, let's go back to the... Oh, in fact, there's some more money there, but can I get to it? No, I cannot. Not without going around this way, which is kind of a waste of a brush. Where's the best place to use that last brush? Maybe up here? Okay, well, another scroll. That's a normal battle. Okay, let's do that first before we go back to the merchant. Try and get as much as we can. Okay, I've not seen this guy before. Vines. At the end of its turn, this creature inflicts weak on the front hero. I preferably don't want her to be at the front at the end of the turn, given she's our main damage dealer. All I've got is block. Gonna use a debuff, okay. So we'll attack with her and then use him to block so he comes back to the front. Oh, we don't need to because you didn't move up. Okay, so instead then we can hit with him. So he's now vulnerable and weak. 22 damage incoming. Ugh. Okay, well, we better block. And then use Mountain Fist. Block random card costs 0. Yep, seems reasonable. Okay, strike, so she can come up and hit. For free. And then he could gain some more block, which will bring him back to the front. Oh. Again, it's not charged, so she stays at the back. So... yeah, more block there. Okay, he is not attacking, so we just want to hit him as much as we can, and of course we have nothing. Next to nothing. 22 incoming. Ooh. It's not great. So let's block. We've only got that one more block card, so we'll do as much damage as we can. And then we'll block to bring him back to the front. And we get the extra 2 block from his innate ability as well. God, if I could reduce the cost of one of these cards. Those 2 together would be a really good combination. Now, could we kill him? If we get her to the front, she'll attack for 3 more damage, so that would be 12. Plus 10 would be 22. No, we cannot. Let's do that. Okay, so she can attack for free from where she is. He's attacking for 14. Oh. The trouble with playing this is it moves her, whenever you play a card with block, it moves that character up to the front. So although the block is shared, so she would still have 15 block, then she's going to be vulnerable to the vines and she'll be weakened. But he's nearly dead anyway, so we can live with that. Okay, let's block and retreat. Block. We better do some attack damage. Otherwise, I'm going to kill this thing. Can we finish him now? So she would attack for 3 more again if she... Oh, she can't get to the front there. She'd stay where she is. So that would be 7 plus 8 is 15 is not enough. But he's not attacking us. So we can just unload on him. And hopefully we can finish him off now. Yep. Alright. Common ink, reveal 3 tiles in a straight line. Okay. Is there... we didn't get a regular ink. I guess we could use that though to get to here, hopefully. Yep. And that will reveal more. Okay, money. Money. Oh, we still got all... yeah, we have a ton of money. Let's go back to the merchant then. We said we were going to do. So, loads of money. So we can afford one of the artifacts for the first time. Alchemists cost half as much. Alchemists. It's the ones that transform cards. I haven't used that yet. Inclined not to. Ogre Fetish, whenever you damage more than one enemy with a single card, draw a card. It costs 1 energy less. Ogre Club, whenever the equipped hero attacks for 12 damage in a single hit, inflict 3 bleed. Well, Shara does have cards that do that, but I don't know. Gem of Transcendence. That's good because we're looking for a way to reduce the cost of our... So we have 2 cost 2 cards that we'd like to play together. Normally we can't because we've only got the 3 mana. So this will help with that. So I'm going to get one of them. A Gem of Endurance is also tempting. More block is good, and we could put that on the card that does damage as well. So that would do double duty. So let's get that. So there goes all our money on gems. So where are those cards? So Mountain Fist was one of them. So we gain 7 block, so that will then be gaining 15 block and dealing 15 damage to the leading enemy, which is quite nice. And then the one we want to pair that with is Buckle Up, and we'll reduce the cost of Buckle Up with the Gem of Transcendence. We'll do that, and we will do that. Wow. 200 odd gold just for those 2 gems. But that's potentially a good combination. So we have no money left for anything. Do we want to do another normal battle? Sure. Okay, I haven't seen these guys before. Oh, once again, they're not doing anything, but most of our cards are block. Let's move him up to the front. They're still asleep. Oh god. They're going to wake up and do humongous damage probably. Okay, but we can now do Buckle Up. So even though we're not being attacked, we're going to get the block so that then we can use this for a crap ton of damage. And also that becomes free, which is nice. And in fact then we can kill him with that. What's he going to do? He's going to wake up. Okay, he is. It's a pretty beefy attack. Glad we got rid of that other guy. Now of course we have no block. Shoot. Okay, so we want him to be at the front when the attack comes in. Which means we can't use lunge because that will bring her up to the front. We can use her 2 strike attacks there. And then his strike attack. Oof, this is going to be a bit unpleasant. Down to 29 health. Okay, so this guy is back. So we will just block. And then block and punch. Right, so these guys stay asleep for the first 2 turns and then they just keep hitting really hard. So yeah, oh well, at least this has come back then. So we can do that. And we can even do that. Oh, we can do all kinds of crazy stuff. See how much damage we can do in one go. $32 damage.
That was
was fun. Okay, doubling ink. Reveal 3 spaces in opposite directions. Okay, so I didn't get some of the regular ink. That's a shame. 39 gold is just 1 gold short of us being able to draft a card. So we can reveal some more spaces if we can. Where can we do this? If we go here. I know we can't go there unless we're gonna use it. We could go here and do. We could do that. That will reveal more tiles. Or we could do that, which will... Actually, that won't let us get to the boss without fighting the elite. So, we'll do that. Okay, just a bit more money. Is it enough to draft a card? Do we want to draft a card? Do we want to save the money? I think we want to save the money. So, elite battle. We haven't found any hearts. Normally we'd come across at least 1 heart, so we can heal a bit, but we've just got none. So, these elite battles can be a bit tough. Okay. Problem with him is, yeah, he attacks for quite a lot every time, and we have to keep enough block up while also being able to hit him back. At least we're well set up to do that. So with our Buckle Up and Mountain Fist combination, that does work pretty well for us. So that's what we're going to do. And it's made that free, which is even better. And then we can do that. So we're punching in for 23 damage. Not quite sure why it punched him for 23 damage rather than 30. Oh, so I guess we put that gem on what was it? We put that gem on Mountain Fist, and I thought it would gain 8 plus 7 block and then deal damage, but it doesn't. It does it in the order on the card. So gain 8 block, then deal damage equal to the block, and then gain another 7 block. So not quite as good as I thought it was, but still not bad. Okay, what are we going to do here? We are pretty dependent on pulling cards with block. We could get killed quite quickly. Not much we can do about that though. So, as much damage as we can with her. And then block. And then block. Oh yeah, he's vulnerable, so I do want her at the front. So we'll do his block first, and then we'll do her block to bring her up. That reduces the attack now because it's doing less damage. So we are fully covered, and we can attack him. Hey Muppets, how's it going? Okay, so we can do this again, which is good, and we can do this again, which is even better because the cost is now 0. So let's do that. Maybe I should have done that in a different order. Doesn't matter. I don't think that matters. Which have we got? 3. For 22. Okay, nice. And More than enough block to block his attack damage, which is also good. God, 195 stacks of vulnerable though. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Do here. Again, we want him back. We want her up. So, do that first. I want to finish with this one, which will move her up to the front. Which should mean we're taking less damage. I mean, we can hit him. If we get 5 more block, that will be up to 14. I think we can hit him. And then bring her up. 12, yeah. Look on the bright side, I guess. Okay, we're going to do Mountain Fist again. Are we? Yep. Okay, buckle up for free. We can play all of these cards. So just got enough block. But now she's vulnerable. We need to kill this dude quickly. Well, guard and Mountain Fist. No, that was dumb. Should have done Smoke Bomb and Mountain Fist. Damn it. Okay. We're okay. Okay, can we finish him? Again, we can play all three, so who do we want at the front? It's not gonna matter, we're gonna have enough block. So let's bring her up. Oh, that's not gonna matter because we're gonna kill him. Okay, Sirocco is a bit low on health. Do you have another brush? Shard cluster. Attack all enemies for 2. Oh. Okay. What would be good to put that on? Why is it not selecting? Attack all enemies for 2. It's probably on a card that I play a lot. Which guard maybe? You watched the game and you really like the brush system? Yeah, it's nice. It's yeah. I mean, obviously, it's taken a lot of inspiration from Slay the Spire in the mechanics. And the status effects, some of them seem absolutely identical. But it's mixing up in enough stuff as well that that it is its own thing, and it's interesting. But the gem stuff as well adds another layer to think about. That's a good question. That is a good question. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we should work on the assumption that it will. In which case we should put it on lunge then, because then we will always be at the front when we do that. Did you play Farrier at all, Muppets? It's definitely a kind of a mashup of like Farrier and Slay the Spire. So the hexagonal grid is straight out of Farrier. No, I really liked it. I put like 140 hours into that game or something. It doesn't. The problem with it is it doesn't have a. I mean, it's quite old now, I guess, for one thing. Which means it doesn't have an active player base anymore. So there, if you're trying to do an online multiplayer game, it's really hard to find anybody to play against now, apparently. Although I don't know whether this game will rekindle interest in that one. But even so, I played most of it on single player, and I really loved it. So yeah, worth checking out, I think. Alright, so what we're going to do, we can do one more brush. I guess we should go here. And that's going to reveal the most tiles. Aha! Nice.
Again.
That is exactly what we wanted to find. We got 96 gold. So we could go back to the merchant, or we could draft a couple of cards. Let's go draft. Combo gain 10 block. Give a hero 3 power, dissolve, and another copy of Buckle Up. I had this in the last game. I quite liked it because you can usually play a card belonging to the other hero before it, so its cost is only 1. And then, given we're doing the kind of Slay the Spire shield slam type thing, build up our block and then use it to attack, that's quite good. 1 energy, yeah. And 2 sockets, that's a good point, yeah. Yeah, that feels like this kind of works with our build, so we'll take that. And we've unlocked a talent tier, okay. So, take cover. Whenever Shara is attacked, she retreats and gains 3 power next turn. Adaptive Hide. The first time Sirocco takes damage each turn, he gains 5 block. Or, at the end of each battle, gain 1 gold for every 2 cards in your deck. So Expert Looter is pointless in the demo because I think after we beat the boss, if we beat the boss, Then in the next level, assuming it's the same as it was last time, then you get an item that stops you gaining more gold. Although maybe you don't. Maybe that was just that particular playthrough. I don't know. I kind of assuming that they put that in the demo to make the demo a bit harder. But I'm thinking, yeah, if that is in, then this will just be a total waste. So I don't want to take that. First time he takes damage, gain block. I mean, that's not bad. Gains 3 power next turn. Which implies... Does that imply that she doesn't keep that power? It's just for the next turn? Hey Dark Coupon, how you doing? I'm doing well, thanks. How have you been? I'm thinking Adaptive Hide. I think you can go wrong with block. And often we've got Sirocco up in the front as well. So... you get the debuff every time. So what do you reckon? Adaptive Hide? I think I'm going to go Adaptive Hide. Okay, so we're out of brush, so we can't reveal any more of the map. Oh, we could draft another card. Should we draft another card? Or are we just fattening our deck? What does it say? Okay, I've got 14 in our deck. I don't know, do I want to draft another card? Yeah, alright, let's do it. Here. Huddle, gain 7 block if you control an ally, gain 11 instead. Well, we don't have any ally cards, so that's no good. Fire Breath, attack all enemies for 14. Nice. Spirit Spice, draw 2 cards and then put 2 cards on top of your deck. Don't know, what do you reckon? I'm kind of leaning towards Fire Breath, although cost 2. But Slay the Spire, I always like to have a card that attacks all enemies, and I don't have one yet in this run. So that might be quite nice. You like Spirit Spice? Yeah. Games like this, I'm usually kind of drawn to cards that have some kind of concrete thing on them, rather than this where its benefit is, you know, purely down to whatever you draw. But not a fan of high cost card. Yeah. Okay, let's try Spirit Spice. And that's all we can do. So it's off to fight the boss. Can't even get to that gold. Alright. Yes, I am ready. A bit worried about Sirocco's health, but nothing I can do. Alright, this is a new dude. The Tiki Palanquin. Yeah, a lot of the characters are, if not all of the characters in this game are taken from Faeria as well. So this is set in the world of Faeria, which is kind of nice. Alright. What is going on here? Front bearer. After the front bearer takes 25 damage, Palanquin becomes weak until end of turn. Okay. After the back bearer takes 25 damage, he becomes vulnerable until the end of turn. They are all one creature. They share their hit point total. Okay. So that kind of suggests that I should just attack the front and the back guy then. I get the benefit of these. Attacking him directly wouldn't seem to be beneficial. At least not at this stage. Okay, so what are we going to do? What am I going to do? He's attacking me for 15. I can get 10 block. I can get 19 block up. But then I'm not doing anything. And I could do that and then that. Yeah, that works. And then we'll hit the front guy. I think weakening him is probably better than making him vulnerable. Oh, it only lasts until the end of turn. $52? Holy smokes. Alright. Okay, well that's partly because he's vulnerable. So we need to not leave him at the front. If we can do another 18 damage to the front bearer, then that will cut it in half again. Jeez. Alright. Okay, so it looks like her power is not adding to that damage from the gem. It's still just attack all enemies for 2 rather than 3. Okay. Okay, so let's think about this. Put some block up. We want to finish with... We can finish with either of her cards. Yeah, she only gets the power when she's in front. But this card, because it's got charge on it, will put her in front. So you can see the asterisks around the basic attack score shows that's being modified by a power. Whereas there's no asterisks around the bottom one, so I'm pretty sure it's not going to have an effect. But that's okay. Okay, so we start with him. We want to play his cards first. Okay, that's cost of 0 as well, so that's nice. We are not going to be able to put... well, when she comes to the front, she'll do 3 more, so that will be 12. Plus another 2, 13, 14. Plus 6. So we could, if we do the strike, get the weak effect, which will reduce his attack by 1/3. So if he's attacking for 26, then that will be... oh god, I can't work it out. Is it better to get the weak from him? Need to do the defend first so it reflects on the card. Sorry, what do you mean, Muppets? I think it matters, does it? As long as we finish with her. So I think... So I've got 2 options, basically. I can either strike the front guy, and then I think after we do this, it will weaken him. Or we add an extra 5 block. but weakening is going to be better than the block. Lunge do 12 on the front, but if you were in the back it shows 9. Yes, it will do 12 on the front, that's right. I think. Right? God, that's going to be critical. Okay, let's just go for it. I think this will work. And it doesn't matter which order we play these in. Yes. Okay. That did not reduce his attack by as much as I thought it would, though. Oh, takes 50% more damage from attacks. Yeah, so it was double before. Yeah, okay. Well, that's alright. I should have done block first because it would have brought her to the front, and then her strike would have done more. I don't think it matters when a card's got charge on it, because the charge brings her to the front, and that modifies her power, and then she attacks for whatever her power, for the power bonus that she has. Then I think. Admittedly, I was not watching too closely then. All right. It does matter? Okay, I'll look more closely next time. Draw 2 cards, then put 2 cards on top of your deck. So we've got a Mountain Fist. We would like to see... My draw pile's empty. 7 block, 5 block. Okay, so we'll do this. Draw 2 cards and then put 2 on top of your deck. Do I want to do that? Why not? Two cards on top of my deck. Am I picking the 2 cards to go on top of my deck now? I guess I am. Teamwork. Guard. We've shuffled it all in. If I do defend and teamwork, that will... I will guarantee I can play the 2 of them, but... let's do that. Okay, now he's weak, but that's not too bad. Oh, nice. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. That was exactly what we wanted to see. So we'll play this first. No, because we'd like it to reduce one of these to 0, so... I think I'm gonna play... Oh, hang on. I need to play teamwork after I play defend. Let's do buckle up first. Okay, let's reduce Mountain Fist. That is great. That is perfect, in fact. Because then I can do defend. Then I can do teamwork. And then I can do this. And I've still got him to do strike afterwards as well. Okay, since he's on 0 anyway, let's attack the back guy. Okay, 15 coming in. Don't have much in the way of block. Draw 2. What's in my draw pile? More blocks, so that would be good. So let's do that. Okay, what am I going to put on my deck? 15 damage coming in. This is probably not the time to do lunge. Well, I could do lunge. I could do lunge and smoke bomb and then defend. So let's get rid of a strike. And one of these defends. So, lunge. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, the damage to all enemies works well because they have a shared hit point pool. That's like doing triple damage. Okay, so 9 block retreat, and then 5 block, and then his basic 2 block adds to that as well, so we're covered. Now I wish I'd taken the fire damage to all enemies, 12 damage to all enemies. Would have been like 36 damage to this guy in one go. Oh well. Oh god, we got 52 again. Okay, so he has to not be out the front. And we have to hit him, and then that will reduce it to 26. Okay, so smoke bomb first. We're going to want to do defend, this defend last. And I might as well do lunge. Yeah, definitely do lunge. Okay, so down to 23 and the block. Not entirely covered, but it's alright. Okay, attack for 10, 5 block, 7 block. I need as much block as I can. And I should bring him up to the front, so because of his extra 2 block that he gets if he's at the front at the end of the turn. Which means I should do her stuff first, and we'll put some damage on him, so ready for next go. Block and block. Again, doesn't cover it all. Ooh, okay, 3 9s, 27 damage coming in. Okay, what can we do here? got nothing in our draw pile. So if we play this, it's 2 random cards. But if it's one of her cards, we can then play it, and then the cost of this will go down to 1, which would be good. Yeah, agreed. So let's do that. Okay, so we got 1, and it's a defend, which is good. So we're not going to use this defend. So we can get rid of that. And I guess we want to get rid of this guard. Oh, the problem is we still have to play Buckle Up first. No, we don't actually. No, we don't. We play Defend first. Yeah, get rid of guard as the other one. Yeah. Yeah, okay, let's just do that. Yeah, we play Defend first. That reduces the cost of this to 1. Then we play that. Then we play Buckle Up, and that guarantees that it's Mountain Fist that gets reduced to 0. Good. Other than it means he's at the front. Defend, teamwork, Buckle Up, Mountain. Yeah, okay. I still think that's right. Oh no, he's weak. He's weak. Not vulnerable. Okay, Mountain Fist. Perfect. Down to 54 health. Come on. Well, I guess we may as well do Spirit Spice, right? Not really any downside. I'm not quite sure what we're aiming to do. Lunge. Play that, that'll be good. But then we better get some defense up. So I guess we can do Smoke Bomb and Sirocco's defend. And then with his bonus that will be enough to block all of the incoming damage. So Smoke Bomb, Lunge, defend. So we'll put guard on top for next go. Let's put strike on top for next go as well. So we do we care who's at the front? Do we care who's at the front? No, we don't. Other than if we finish with her at the front, she might be in a position to finish them off next go, so let's do that. Oh, but then she's vulnerable. Oh well, okay, vulnerable rather than weak. Can we do it? 26. Yes, I think we can. Which is good. Otherwise, we're gonna die. Alright, nice. Not too bad. Interesting fight there. Okay, we've got we can either get a burst stone, attacks also damage adjacent enemies. Nice. Or one of those cards. One of those cards? Attack for 0 5 times. Attack for 0 5 times. I take it you're supposed to buff that with a gem for it to be useful. Seems weird. Charge, attack leading enemy for 12. Draw a card, gain fortitude equal to its cost. I'm kind of thinking the burst stone. It's 15 damage. Why does it say attack for 0? Oh, because it's based on her... Right, it's based on her... You need to use strength, or whatever it's called. Her power. 2 slots on it. Oh, but Burststone... will Burststone work with... when we do the body slam thing? Does that count as an attack? So would then our body slam damage the second enemy as well? Can we see our deck? What's it called? Not body slam. Slay the Spire. Mountain Fist. Then attack the leading enemy for damage equal to your block. So yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. But we got no slot in Mountain Fist, so that's useless. Well, not useless, but less useful, I guess. Yeah, no slot. Alright. Let's take... let's pick... Wait. Did I get to choose the card, or did I get all 3? What happened there? Oh, I got all 3. Did I? Did I get all 3? I see Slice and Dice, Sleeve, Duel, and Think Twice. Okay, we got all 3. Is that a good thing? I guess. Money, brushes, the Doomed Coin. Okay. Oh, I'll try and get you to pre-order. We can't gain any more gold now. Alright. Doom Scythe. At the start of each battle, inflict 2 bleed on all enemies. I like bleed. What else is there? Magda's Rose. At the start of each battle, add a random card of the equipped hero to your hand. It costs 1 this battle. Vortex Stone. Each time you play 5 cards in a single turn, deal 8 damage to a random enemy. 5 cards in a single turn. I'm not doing that very often. You think? I know I've got my card with the gem that reduces the cost, which can often get it down to 0, I guess, and then that turns another one into cost 0. I suppose, yeah, I suppose I have been... Yeah. Don't know though. Alright. Alright, let's go for it. Lost in the Oversky, Chapter 2. Okay, so we will never get any more money again. Let's go and check out the merchant. Let's see what he has that we can afford. So another copy of Jewel. Reload. Ranged. Add 2 daggers to your hand. What are the daggers? Are they like the shivs in Slay the Spires, like 0 cost cards? Because if so, that would work well with Vortex Stone, right? It doesn't tell me what the daggers are. Otherwise, focus, draw 2, gain 2. Oh, we can't afford it. Can't afford those 2. 0 costed exhaust, right? Okay. Okay, so that works, and it costs 1 energy less when played from the back as well. Ooh, okay. That feels like it works well with Vortex Stone. I am tempted to take that. What do you reckon? Can't afford... Oh, well, we could afford this gem. Cards attacks pierce through for half damage to the next enemy. I mean, that's good. Can't afford anything else. You would? Yeah. Let's try it. We have unlocked another tier. So, choices. Shara, leadership. Shara starts each battle with a tactician and an outlaw. Okay. What's a tactician and an outlaw? Are they allies? Strongman. Each turn, the first time you play a card that costs 2 or more, gain 1. Ooh, that's nice as well. I'm glad I took Vortex Stone now. Start each battle with a storyteller. What's a storyteller? I'm assuming another ally? One gives a shiv, the other attack. Okay. So again... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. What do you reckon? Leadership, start each battle with a tactician and an outlaw. Strongman. Or storyteller. Storyteller is an ally you can use to gain energy. I've only had one ally before. And that was an aggressive ally that doubled its energy every turn. And did damage equal to its energy. That was pretty nice. But I'm guessing a storyteller doesn't sound very aggressive. I'm guessing he doesn't do that. Yeah, what use is it if I gain energy? I thought it was just allies that used energy, is it not? How many cards do I have that cost 2 or more? Buckle up. Although that may not cost 2 or more. Teamwork, and that may not cost 2 or more. Mountain Fist is the only one. So actually Strongman is probably not very useful. Can click him to get energy. Allies use spirit. Okay, so I would need more... Wait. What was I looking at? Oh, sorry, I was looking at these. So I would need more allies to make that useful then, I guess. Which I don't have. So I guess I'm leading to leadership. Think otherwise. Speak up now, otherwise. Seems like the best bet right now. And then I'll see what a tactician and an outlaw do. Done. Okay, so leave shop. We have no money for anything else, so we gotta make do with what we got now. What artifacts are lying around, if any? mace. When the equipped hero deals 15 damage with a single attack, inflict weak. If the equipped hero plays a card that costs 2 or more, gain 4 block. Okay, well, we've already decided to have too many of those cards. And that's basically it. So... it's trickier getting around here as well, with all the water. Let's try to get over to... well... probably we could get to that sky tower in 1. So... let's just go straight for the battle. Alright, this dude. So the first time damage is taken, it gains 30 block. So let's hit it for a lot. Okay, so here is our outlaw. At the start of your turn, add a dagger to your hand, and this loses 1 spirit. Oh, okay. Tactician. Aggressive ally. Activate it to swap my heroes. Okay, interesting. The first time it damages taken each turn, gain 30 block. He's attacking us for 25. Alright, so... let's start with... let's start with Jewel. We want to end up with him at the front, because I don't have a lot of block. And then that would be free at the back. Okay, so... oh, and they retain as well, okay. In which case... I should do that now while I have it. You see my draw 5... yeah, I must draw 5 cards every time rather than drawing up. Is this counting down? It is. Alright. Okay, so play that. So we retain those, so we don't have to use those now. Actually, then probably not going to be that useful against him. Okay, 1 fortitude. No, we've played 4, so the next one... I don't really want to put 2 cards on top of my deck because I'll end up putting the daggers on top of my deck, and that's not helpful. So... oh. Shoot. I did that the wrong way around, didn't I? I could play Spirit Spice to move him back and just put the cards that I draw on top of my deck. No, that won't move him back there. That won't move him back. So, there. Okay. So we want to do our highest attack first. And then oh, can use tactician. Yeah, good point. Right. A random card in your hand costs 0. So in Slay the Spire, I think a 0 cost card will never be picked to go to 0. We'll always pick one of the cards that cost something. Hopefully this is the same. I mean, I guess I could play my daggers first anyway. I've probably got a hand limit, so I guess I should get them out of my hand. And it's probably better to play them now anyway, isn't it? So let's do that, and that, and that, and that, and that triggers the 8 as well, which is nice. And that. And then we can buckle up and smoke bomb. We actually don't even need it. But since we have it... Oh, hang on. Swap the playing hero to the back. This is still her card though. Yeah, it's still her card, so they won't change the order. That's fine. Okay, so as long as I can do 20 damage to him. No, the first time damage is taken. Okay, so I just have to get him down and then kill him. Ugh. So I guess if I could get her up to the front, which I can if I do that. Yeah, I feel like I must be there. 6/6. I just have to do in yeah. Wait, 6/6. No. Do 6 damage. I gotta be a bit careful about triggering his 30 block. Defend first. Okay. Attack for 10. Attack for 6. I've got to do 20 damage. Oh, hang on. I think I screwed up. I think I screwed up, didn't I? Yeah. Damn it. Okay, well, let's finish with him in the front. So I'll do dagger and then strike and then defend. It's not too... Oh, in fact, we're not even taking any damage, so that's fine. Not quite sure why his defense sticks around from turn to turn. Why his block sticks around. I thought that should disappear at the end of his turn, but nah, whatever. Okay, so we must be able to do it now, surely. We can do 7 block, then that will be 15. Haha, still not enough. Oh god, that's still not enough. True. Ah, okay. That will give us what we need. Then guard and then mountain fist. Oh no! Why did that do damage to him? Why did guard do damage to him? That was just getting 7 block. What? Why did guard damage him? What did I miss? Oh, 5 cards played. Ah! Vortex Stone. Okay, fine. I can survive another round. Alright. Anything will kill him. So, do that.
Oh, goodness. I hope they're okay.
Alright. We're going to head up for the Sky Tower. Can we get there here? Yeah, we can. Perfect. Oh, no, we can't because there's water in the way. God damn it. Alright. 5 spaces in a straight line. Let's try that then. Oh, that's blocked as well. Come on, way through here. Yes. Okay, not the gold banners because we can't get that. Elite battle, always a bit risky. So let's go for the normal battle. Okay, a Rakoan Cannoneer. Dark hexes are obstacles, right. Okay. So... might as well use the dagger now while we're at the front. That will also reduce the cost of teamwork. Got 3. I think we can get away with doing some damage as well. Teamwork. Buckle up. Excellent card. Okay, he's not attacking, so excellent. I think we are best just going for it. In that case, let's play that. Okay, so we're not going to use Mountain Fist this go, so it can go back on the deck. We're not going to use Defend, so it can go back. Reload is free because we're in the back, so let's play that now. How many have we got? 3, so we can play all the cards. I want her to end up at the front, so strike first. Then duel will bring her up to the front. And then all her other attacks do more damage. We triggered Vortex Stern again. Okay. So she's at the front, so might as well do the dagger. And now we want to try to use Mountain Fist if we can. So we'll do that. And then we'll do that. Still taking 10 damage. Ow. 8 damage. Yeah, 9 cards. I was worried about being able to play 5 cards in a turn. That was alright, wasn't it? Okay, it's not attacking again, so sadly, can't get her to the front there. Oh, yes I can, with block. So, do that. And now she can do that. And she can do that. Very nice, but not enough to kill him, but that's alright. Next go. Oh, and I forgot about my tactician. Actually, yes, I keep forgetting about the tactician. I can use him to swap my heroes as well. Okay, we can just kill him.
Oh no! Did we hurt them?
Okay, 5 spaces in a straight line. Is there anywhere we want to try and get to? We've got 3 regular. Are we doing 15 damage with a single attack? Worth going for that? Yeah, I guess our block is. Maybe we will try and head in that direction. Go to here. Not entirely convinced. Oh, actually, maybe we will. Normal battle. Okay, we can do that. Ooh. Ugus. Bond of friendship. Seeks revenge if their friend is killed. Oh dear. That can't be good. I think I should probably try and kill them simultaneously then. God, 12 damage each. Okay. Well, we might as well lead with the dagger. We can play all of these, although I can draw, so let's do that as well. Jewel, okay. Okay, Spirit Spice. So 3 energy left. We've got 24 damage coming in. So we want all the block we can get. 7. So yeah, now is not really a time to attack. Let's put that one on top. And let's put... well, we can't play all of these. So let's put that one on top. And we want him to end up at the front, I think. So let's do her defend first. And then guard. And then defend. Okay, free because it's at the back. So let's do it. We probably want him at the front again, but if we can charge first. And then we will, while we're here, dagger the back dude. Try and keep the damage on them evenly. Okay, we can actually play all of these. Okay. That's alright. Would have been better if he was at the front, then no damage would have got through, but it's only one. It's made her weak though, that's not great. Damn, we've got a lot of damage coming in. Okay, block and mountain fist. So I guess smoke bomb and mountain fist. Might as well keep the dagger until she loses weak. It does a bit more damage, maybe. Yeah, probably. fist is better than teamwork. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to the dagger just till he's lost weak. Blocked all the damage, so that was good. Alright. Now. Neither are attacking, which is good. I've got 3. Okay, 3 that I can use, so I might as well use 1 strike. And then a lunge. And then an attack. And a dagger. Okay. Oh, they healed. Ah. Okay, that's good to remember. The Fugus, when they buff themselves, heal. Damn it. Oh, shoot. Well, maybe we can kill the leader. I don't know what this is going to do. It could be really bad. But we can do this, and then Mountain Fist will bring the other guy to the front, which will make reload free. Oh, he's still alive? Okay. Now, do I want to kill him now? Is he immediately gonna, like, increase his damage? Let's find out. Gain 10 power. Yeah, he is. He really is. 17 times 2. Oh, whoops. It's really not good, is it? You really want to kill these guys simultaneously. Okay. Well, lesson learned. Surely we can finish him off now. Can we? Can we? Can we? All of these are block. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well. I guess we can just block through it. Well, if she gets back, hang on, if she gets back to the front, wait, that will be 20 damage. Oh no, okay, so that will kill him. So, unless I screwed something up somewhere. Let's do guard and that. Ah, shoot. No. I needed to keep that to move her up to the front. Ah, I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. I'm an idiot. Tactician, thank you. Thank you. So I do that. Do I do that now? I think so, right? Oh, thank you. Completely forgot about that. Whew. That was a lucky escape. Fine, fine, fine. Okay, a heal I could do to get to that, which I should be able to do. Okay, mace. When the equipped hero deals 15 damage with a single attack, inflict weak. Who do I want that on? He's doing his body slam damage, which is an attack. Uh, 15 damage with a single attack. Okay, so that wouldn't count as a single attack, that would be multiples. So I guess it's better on Sirocco. Yeah. Right.
Don't mind if I do.
Okay. Right, let's head back down over here. This was an elite battle, so I think I might avoid that. Come over here, and we can get to that heart. Excellent, another stack of pages. Oh, we did get a tooltip there. Earlier we didn't get a tooltip for that. It's a normal battle. Okay, let's heal.
That felt great.
Is it worth doing another normal battle for another ink? Yeah, why not? Oh god. These guys again. And the yaks. Gosh, you can almost kill it. I guess you could kill that. But maybe it's better to no, let's do this first. And gain 9 block. And then do the Mountain Fist. Did we get the extra? Oh yeah, we inflicted weak. Okay, nice. Alright, so... Alright. I'm thinking strike is probably not very useful. What do we want to do? Ideally, we do one of her cards and then teamwork. So the cost of that is reduced to 1. I guess followed by guard. We've got a fair amount of damage coming in. Can we kill that back yak? Maybe. What do we want to do? That's the lowest. Hey Bacon King, how's it going? This is a demo of a game that is going to be coming out later this year. So it's yeah, roguelike deck builder. The demo, I think, is only available until February the 9th, which is a bit weird. I think I understood that right. Possibly unless you pre-order the game. Maybe then you can have access to the demo after February the 9th. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, demo version of a game coming out later this year. By the same developer who did Faria, if you played that, and it's kind of set in the same world. So some similarities, and the co-designer is Richard Garfield of Magic the Gathering fame. So, and I'm enjoying it. I have to say, I'm enjoying it. It's definitely, yeah, a fairly strong Slay the Spire vibe, but with enough stuff changed. Nice artwork. Yeah, liking it for sure. Okay, what am I going to get rid of? I'm going to get rid of this strike. Am I? I think so. So we'll do... Oh god, what order are we going to do this in? Oh my god. My brain's starting to get sleepy, I think. So what are we going to do? We want to do Buckle Up. That will reduce the cost of one of the cards to 0. We play one of these. That will reduce the cost of this to 1. Maybe I should put the... You'd put Buckle Up back. Then we could only... oh, you're right, actually. Yeah. We just lose the 10 block. We're getting 10 from that, 7 from that. Suppose it's not too bad. And maybe we can kill that back yak. Okay. Let's try it. So, let's do this. We're at the back. That makes teamwork available. No reason not to do that. Next. We really want her at the front. Which we can't achieve, damn it. Okay, but we can kill the back yak, I think. Oh, we might even kill the front yak as well. Not quite. Damn it. Okay, that's fine. We only need to kill the back one right now. Then 7 more block. Cool. Alright, so... Oh, that's mid Buckle Up. Free now. Because we drew it again. Nice with the gems on. Yeah, another thing you can do in this game is find gems, and then it really is a mix of Play the Spire, Monster Train, and Faria. Yeah, the idea of being able to have each card having slots on it, and you can put, in this case, gems in them. What is it, a Monster Train? I guess it's just you pick your stat boost 30 for the cards. So yeah, the purple text at the bottom is what's coming from the gem that we slotted in this card as well. Alright, so we want to try and do a big hit on him. What's the best we can do? Not very much at all. But we can get rid of the back yak. So let's just do that. And then I don't think it matters too much. Who do we want at the front? Do we care? He's hitting us for 15. We're already on 14. I don't think it matters. We just want to hit him. Oh, we don't have any choice anyway. Ah, yes we do. And these aren't going to do any damage, but I know reason not to play them. Okay, and she's at the front now, which is great. So that means this is now attacking for 5 times, which is her... What is this stat again? Strength? Power? Power, I think. Power. Alright, got Mountain Fist. Excellent. We don't have much in the way of... what's going to be best then? So 5 block plus 8 is 13, so attacks for 13. So actually we're better attacking with dual. Other than... Then we don't get the block. So we do want to play Mountain Fist. So I think Mountain Fist is still best. Yeah. Alright. Twice. Spirit Spice. Biggest attack is 7. I'm going to want to use... Oh, we've only got 12 damage coming in. We keep him at the front. We could do that just with teamwork. So we could do strike. We could do strike, strike, and teamwork. And that would work. So... Although the second strike's not going to do much. So maybe I should... Let's do that. Strike, teamwork. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're good. Just in case I screwed something up. Oh, and to trigger Vortex Stun. Again, not that it matters because he's got so much block. Okay, can we finish him? So she's at the back, which makes reload free. So we may as well play that. Best attack. Okay, so let's see, because I've got no... well, I could use Tactician, I suppose, to swap her. Oh, he's got 12 block. It's not going to matter. I've only got the one. Really, I want him at the front. Let's see, I think this is going to attack for 9, 10, 11, 12. So I think her, if I do this, her attack will take off all the block. And then the attack all enemies for 2 will trigger again, so he'll be down onto 28 block. But but you are right. If I do strike, lunge... Oh, lunge last? I want to do... I want to get it as close to 12 as possible, right? I want to do guard last though. Okay, strike. Dagger. And now I've kind of got a lunge. So I think this will go for 9 plus 3, which is 12. So 2 followed by an additional 10. So I think his health will be down to 7, and his block will be 28. Health 7, block 28, if I'm right. Health 7, block 24. Okay, I did more damage than I thought. But yeah, it did. We did get the bonus from this when we charged. So we charged first, this bonus increased, and then we hit him for more. Doesn't really matter now. We're not going to go through that, so just do the block. Yeah, might as well retain the dagger. Okay, surely. Yeah. You're right, actually. It should show it in the tooltip, shouldn't it? It should take into account the charge effect as well. Yeah. Okay, so what do we want to do here? We want to try to do 12 damage and then hit him with the strike. Can we do that? No. Maybe we want... we're not going to be able to do Buckle Up Blast anyway. So, could I have killed it? It's okay, I can kill it now.
Oh, goodness. I hope they're okay.
Okay, oh, sorry, what was that? 5 spaces in opposite directions, okay. Okay, so we do have some ink left. Is it worth trying to get over here? I mean, wouldn't hurt, I guess. It just seems like a long way there. 5 spaces in opposite directions. Three tiles in a straight line. What is the closest point? Probably here. Observatory. What's the observatory? Oh, Sky Tower. Could do another Sky Tower. Yeah, I guess the odds of actually making it all the way over there are fairly small, aren't they? sensible. In fact, can I can't get there. And if I can do it with this 3. But I don't think that I can. Try to get as many. If I went here 1, 2, 3 that way, then I could do 5 down and 5 up. I might get blocked by water, but yeah, okay. I can't reach it though. Well, I've got a regular brush left. Can I reach it? Map seems a bit finicky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's blocked. I'd have to get on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't quite do it. Can't quite do it. Let's stick to the plan. Oh shoot! No, that doesn't work. Oh yeah, that works. That's what I was gonna do. Okay, that's pretty good. Although, all this money that I can't make use of. That's all completely useless. I can't make use of anything of that. Yeah. Hoping to find a heart, I guess. A better place to go to use that. If I went up here, did it? Might be better. Fail. Okay. I am gonna run out of ink, so we can't reveal any more of the map. So I'm gonna go to this elite battle, and then we're gonna head for the boss. Cohen War Machine tends to summon more enemies. Well, that's annoying. So let's slice and dice while we can. Dagger. Strike. And doesn't matter. $22 damage coming in. All right. So, while she's at the back, do that. Right. card. mm. Okay, so just 21 damage to protect against. So we will use these daggers. And then we will that. Okay, more block is good. But we have to put 2 away. Okay, so we'll put that one and that one. And we would like... okay. We'd like him in the front, so play this one second. Okay. Still a fairly hefty chunk of damage. Okay, let's get her back to the front and maybe we could do it. Yep.
I feel stronger.
Okay. Oh, another brush. Barrier Furnace. Each turn, the first time you dissolve a card, gain 1 mana. Let's just do this now. Found a golden fairy. Okay. It doesn't matter because I can't get more money. Get more money. So let's go around it. Go kill the other elite. I don't know. It's not gonna get me anything. Well, could it get me? Because it could get me parchment bits. No, I'm gonna go onto the boss because it's kind of getting late here as well. So. Either I will defeat the boss, and then I guess I'll have to carry on next time, or the boss will defeat me, and that will be a good way to wrap up the evening. So let's see, I did not manage to beat the second boss last time. He looks deceptively easy. What's going on? Apart from the 10 power, actually, that doesn't look good. As the Blessing of Maginata, power is increased by 10, gains 20 block per turn. Right. And I have no block at all. Wow. So basically I'm dead, I think, aren't I? I don't even have a way to put Sirocco in front. Oh. Well, that sucks. I guess we'll just do as much damage as we can. Oh, yes I do. Tactician. Okay, Tactician. Okay. And then he'll survive with 3 hit points. Okay, slice and dice. Dagger. Now let's see. 10. Attack for 10. Yeah. Strike. Then tactician, then I can play reload. God, he's down to 10 health. Can I actually... Surely I can't actually kill him. Oh. So close. So close. Look at that. 4 hit points left. And now he's going to absolutely wail on me. Oh, did I? Hang on. Tactician again. Ah, you're right. I should have done... Because it didn't occur to me. Shoot. You're right. I could have tacticianed again before I did the shivs. Okay. Can we survive? She needs to be at the front now. So we'll do that. She needs to end at the front. Gains 20 block per turn. So if he attacks for 6, she does 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then dagger. Yes! Oh no. Oh dear. I thought that was too easy. Oh god. Okay. We'll hit it, I guess. And it's not doing anything, so I guess it doesn't matter. I should leave her at the front now, I guess. It's like that Slay the Spire the first time we fought, what's that guy called? Who you kill him once and then he comes back to life and then... Oh, Trigger Vortex. Shoot. You're right, I should have played him. Okay. We'll play... Oh, we've got to get her back. Okay, so we can do defend last to move her back up to the front. Awakened, yeah, that's it. So dagger while she's here. We can then do teamwork. Got 4 energy as well. I guess Spirit Spice. Mountain Fist, okay. So let's save. Gonna want to do Buckle Up. We want her to be back at the front. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. He's only hitting for 15. So we'll do that. We will then defend and then buckle up. I could have done duel. Okay, well, that's still decent. Now I need a barricade equivalent. Oh, what? He's summoning as well? Oh, jeez. Okay. Fair enough, it is the second boss. I expect it to be harder. Okay, so I can now do them all. We don't have to kill this dude. Yeah. Attack him. Guess I want to leave her at the front. So, oh no, she's going to charge that one. Yeah. Well, can't do much about that. At least it triggered that. But we can make... Where's he gone? Oh god, he's gone inside. What? Power increased by 15, gains 30 block per turn. Oh jeez. This guy's insane. Why is she only striking for 6 when she's at the front? Oh, because she's weak. Right. Oh my god, 19 times 3. We're dead. Oh my god. $57 damage. I'm dead. Nothing I can do. Oh my god. Okay. Well. 6. Yeah, exactly. That's true. That is true. Boo. I'm dead. Yeah. Yeah. Are there going to be 3 acts in the final game as well, do you know? Or are they planning on adding more? I could actually, if I do this, I'll revive him. Let's do that, because she's not going to survive regardless. Right. Right.
I'm back, baby.
Back with 14 health.
Hurt a lot.
Gonna be more? Okay. I mean, to be fair, I mean, I guess Slay the Spire's only got three levels, right? So I don't know whether whether they're going to tweak the amount of brushes that you get maybe as well in the final game, because it feels like there's a lot of the map that's left unexplored. I don't know whether that's intentional. I don't know, it feels like it ought to be tweaked so you see more of the map maybe, but I don't know, I guess part of the game is deciding which direction to go in. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, alright, we're just dead here, aren't we? Just gonna get rid of those. I think twice, why not? Oh, didn't work very well. Yeah, dead. Dead. Well, I can 19 times 3. No. They'll kill him, they'll kill her. So it actually doesn't matter. But let's revive her anyway.
What'd I miss?
What did you miss? You missed your death again. It is, yeah. I really enjoyed that. That's, I mean, admittedly, yeah, it's a pretty sweet spot in terms of like combining all the things that I kind of like in games. I could see myself definitely spending a fair chunk of time on this. What happens when you level these guys up? We unlock new cards. Attack for 8, increase this damage by 3 for each ally you control. Okay. Whenever a hero attacks this turn, gain 3 block. Okay. Perk tree looks a bit too huge. It does, considering how fast or how slowly I guess we're gaining these. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess if you think about it, they probably do want you to be putting in. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it doesn't seem unreasonable to kind of set it up so that you need 100 hours or something in the game before you kind of get down to these levels. Or again, maybe they're just going to put more of the scrolls in the final game as well. Who knows? But I can actually afford. Can I afford anything? For this, 1 additional heart is hidden in each chapter. Ooh, generous. Choose from an additional gem from gem chests. Meh. Start the game with 50 extra gold. Meh. I mean, when it caps you on the second level anyway. Well, I could pre-order. I am going to buy this game, let's be honest. Can't see any way. I can't see it would go so off the rails that I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't like pre-ordering in general. What would be the best for us to do if we were going to have another go at this? More gold, additional heart. One additional heart you might never find, so extra gold. Take that.